Hey, it's Wendy.
And it's Jess, and you're listening to the Food Heaven Podcast,
your online resource for delicious and nutritious living. Hey y'all, it's Wendy and Jess back for another episode of the Food Heaven Podcast. Today we're going to address a hot topic, and that is going to be soy. So many of you have hit us up asking whether it's safe to eat soy products, and so we thought this would be a great episode for you guys. And so soy has been on the rise, especially among vegetarians, and it is an excellent source of protein, and so with a lot of vegetarians, getting enough protein is a very controversial topic. Some vegetarians don't get enough protein. And so,
but most probably do. But anyway, controversial.
Yeah, it's pretty controversial. And soy has just added to that controversy. Should you eat it? Does it cause breast cancer? Tumors? Does it make you grow breasts if you're a dude? So we're gonna share some good old evidence-based information, share some studies that have been done so that you can make the right decision on whether soy is a good choice for you.
Yes. Now, what is soy? You may ask. Soy comes from soybeans, and it's used to make a ton of different food products. I'm sure you guys know most of them. Oils, tofu, soy milk, soy sauce, tempeh, and many, many more. It's also very popular amongst vegetarians because it's one of the protein sources, plant-based protein sources. It's, very complete. So it has a lot of the amino acids in a lot of the appropriate ratios. And so that makes it, a winner for vegetarians, or popular. Tofu also is great for cooking because it soaks up a lot of the flavors and spices that you cook with, and it can also resemble the consistency of some of those animal-based products like the soy cheeses, meats, poultry. I recently bought a soy cheese actually, and I'm going to take it back because it was disgusting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not going to say from where, but that place that you can take stuff back to that's like a vegetarian friendly place. I was like, rough. But I did go at Fancy, the Food and Nutrition Conference and Expo for dietitians. They show us a bunch of different products, and they had a soy cheese that was delicious, but I forgot to write down where it came from. So there are some that are good. I just think it's taken a while.
My favorites are the ones that you can make at home. A big one is tofu scramble, where it resembles eggs, but it's not like you have to do much to it. You just have to add the right flavors and kind of crumble it up so that it looks like eggs. Those are my favorites because a lot of times with these soy products, which we'll talk about a little bit later on, they're very processed. So.
Yes. So that pretty much wraps up what soy is, and now we'll get into the nitty-gritty of whether or not it's right for you.
Here are some of the top rumors that we've come across. Soy has estrogen, which causes breast cancer, is top of the list. There's also soy causes early puberty, and soy makes men grow tetas, breasts, big old breasts.
Yikes.
Pretty bad. These rumors have taken soy from being a veggie hero to a veggie rival. So where is all this stuff coming from? Well, soy naturally has phytoestrogens, which have the ability to act like estrogen in the body. Phytoestrogens are plant-derived compounds, and they're found in a variety of foods. Soy has a significantly higher content of phytoestrogens when compared to other foods that also have phytoestrogens. High levels of estrogen in the body have been linked with breast, endometrial, and uterine cancer. However, it's important to note that soy influences estrogen activity in the body, not estrogen levels.
Okay, and a lot of the controversy regarding soy comes from research done on rats. So they found that when rats were injected with more phytoestrogens, that could lead to an increased risk of breast tumors. There have also been a ton of studies with rats that indicate the opposite effect as well. So there are some studies that show when rats are injected with phytoestrogens, they have an increased risk for breast tumors, sorry. And then there are a bunch of studies that show the opposite, that does not happen. Now, one of the most important things to point out is that a lot of these animal studies involved a very concentrated high dose of phytoestrogen. And this doesn't resemble how we as humans consume soy. So that's something very important to point out.
Yeah, and research done on humans has shown that soy has an insignificant effect on breast cancer, and some studies have actually shown that soy can actually protect against certain types of cancer and heart disease. Soy is pretty new to us here in the States, but there's various countries in Asia that have been eating soy since forever within the context of a traditional diet, and there has not been any evidence of harm. And we're going to make sure that we link more information to studies, research, and articles for those of you who want to nerd up and look into the evidence.
So, what's the bottom line when it comes to eating soy for humans? The bottom line is that although some animal studies done on rats have shown inconclusive results when it comes to cancer in soy, studies in humans have not shown any significant harm from eating soy foods. That is a takeaway message, folks. And we looked at a ton of studies, including review studies, which means they look at a ton of studies that say this. And although soy has been shown to offer health benefits that we mentioned previously, this does not mean that you need to eat pounds of soy for breakfast, lunch, and din-din and start popping phytoestrogen supplements. And so Wendy's going to talk about what the recommendations are for, adding soy into your diet in a healthful amount.
All right, so you want to stick to a maximum of 2 to 3 servings per day of soy products, and you want to aim for the high quality stuff. What does that mean? Try to go for organic, minimally processed things like tofu, edamame, organic soy milk, unsweetened, all good options. Try to stay away from the really processed soy cheeses, the soy burgers, the soy energy bars, the soy imitation meat. Any soy products that are packed with crappy additives, they're usually pretty high in salt, and they just have all these ingredients that can't pronounce. Yeah. Just try to keep things basic and simple. That's our motto.
Yes, that's our motto in life. Okay, so that's it today, folks. We hope this information was useful. Again, as always, thank you so much for spending the time to listen to us nerd out on nutrition topics. And also, leave comments, questions below. You can subscribe to this podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher for your Android users, and iTunes for all of us Apple gals or guys. And if you have any questions, you can always email us. We love your emails. foodheavenmadeeasy@gmail.com. And we are all over the interwebs on Insta-G, Facebook, Twitter, Food Heaven Show or Food Heaven Made Easy. We are going to post some of these links that we think are useful, that we use to write this, to speak this podcast. Because sometimes, you may just need to see those studies for yourself, and we totally get it. So we'll put those below. And until next time, guys, bye.
See you later.
Peacers.